Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Catherine and this is a perfect place to start. On this channel we do creativity in a fun, doable, and non-judgment way. And in today's video we're going to be talking about something that happens to everyone. It's been happening to me lately and I thought this would be a fun topic to talk about. But it's just when your brain, your creativity in your brain just, well, doesn't show up. What do you do? How do you get it back? And so in today's video, we're going to talk about 10 ways that you can get your creativity back. So let's get started. So way number one is to change your environment. And I feel really blessed to live in a home that allows me to have a space, actually pretty large space to craft in and be creative. But sometimes that space ends up being a little bit overwhelming or stifling. If it's not clean, if I feel like I'm looking around and I just can't find the right thing, or there's too many things, it becomes overwhelming. What hobby should I pick? Which project should I pick? What should I do today? What could a video idea be for you guys? It just becomes really overwhelming, and then by that time I'm done and I'm gonna go do something else. So sometimes it takes a new view, like stepping outside, working in a different room, or just opening a window. A tiny shift can make a big difference. And so that is why we are outside today. It's fun to just get a different view of your space, your area, where you live, where you call home, to get those creative juices flowing. Number two is doing something mundane. So that can be a lot of things: laundry, dishes, it could be cleaning. I know that I really enjoy cleaning my kitchen countertops, but while I'm doing that, that gives me some time to be thinking. I might have a video playing in the back or music playing in the back, and it just has my brain kind of thinking about what I might want to do with the information I'm getting, or having project ideas in my mind, or it just allows me to kind of work that out in my brain while I'm doing something I don't even have to think about. Number three is using creative prompts. So I came up with several prompts. You can see them here on the screen. Go ahead and pause, take a screenshot so you can have these same prompts at home, or you can create your own. But I'm just going to cut mine out, put them in a jar, and then I'm going to pull one with you guys and we're going to see what happens.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough, just the sight of you.
So since we created our creativity prompt jar, I thought it would be super fun to pull from this prompt jar for next week's video. I'm a little nervous, to be honest, but we're gonna pull from this jar and we're gonna see what the prompt is and what our video is gonna be about next week. There's some doozies in here, so we'll see. We will see. Okay. Use only scraps. Make something from leftover or recycled material. All right, so next week's video is all about using scraps. I will admit that I'm not one to keep things like that, but I think I do have a huge bag of ribbon scraps, so I will have to dig through that. I definitely have some fabric and ribbon scraps, so we'll see. But we'll see. I know I do have a little bit of scraps of paper too, so that gives me some ideas about where I can go with this. Wish me luck. Number four is consuming inspired content, and this can look a little different depending on your preferences and where you kind of like to go to find your content. But this could be scrolling through YouTube videos on crafting, or maybe you're on TikTok or you're on Pinterest. But watching and reading about things you find interesting can be totally inspiring. But we are not comparing here. You're looking for a spark, not a measuring stick. And remember, Comparison is the thief of joy. So don't try to find something that you want to recreate exactly the same and then be disappointed that yours doesn't turn out that way. You're here to be creative and your own self, and we all need each other's creativity and differences to thrive in life. So not looking to compare, looking to inspire. Number 5 is setting low, small stake challenges. And so we're going to create this challenge jar. We're going to go ahead and put the prompts, and I put the prompts up here on the screen. Take a picture if you want to create this yourself, but we're going to just cut them out. We're going to put them in a jar, and then we're going to choose one.
My weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last. Baby, you're my future and you are my past. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong.
Number 6 is to keep a journal or a scrapbook. I've done that for several years. I have also thrown away some of the ones that I had like lists of things that I maybe wanted to do on my channel or things I wanted to do. I have this new kind of junk journal that I started this year that's just very new and very not filled out, but I only do it when I have time. And as you can see here, I have this box of things that could eventually go into that. But that is just something I like to do when I have a little bit of time, maybe an hour that I could just kind of put some things down. I tried to be a little bit more mindful this year for this, and I did a couple of extra things, like I went to a book release party and I put that in here. I do have another journal somewhere that has my bucket list in it and things like that that I refer back to. So sometimes you just need to get out the things you've collected or saved, if you have them in a journal or a scrapbook or something like that, and go through those things and remind yourself what you actually like. What is your style? What are you here for? And don't get me wrong, things change. I mean, we are different people. My styles and likes and dislikes change all the time. So you might go through a journal and go, what was I thinking? I don't even like that anymore. And that is totally okay. That's why you can start a new one anytime you want. Number 7 is embrace imperfections. And I can't tell you how many times I've made a craft on my channel that I thought was not very good or I didn't like, and I was really tempted to not put it in. And a few times I didn't. But life is not full of perfect people, and so everything you make is not going to be perfect. For example, look at this wreath. I'm going to play this video. This is a video I made about a year or so ago, and I mean, I still posted it. My son loved it. He didn't care. So just a quick showing you of something that's not perfect, but then was loved by the person who got it. Problem was that I was holding the wreath frame pretty tight as I wrapped my nautical rope around, and it gave it a little bit of a wonky shape at the end. You'll be able to tell in the pictures that it's not quite a circle in some areas. Now, this is the first time I ever made this project, so if I made it again, I definitely think you don't want to squeeze it as hard, And definitely, like when you come to the end, I think I should have cut it and then wrapped it differently at the very end. So sometimes we need to give ourselves a little bit of change. And so number 8 is to change mediums. And what I mean by that is this channel is full of home decor and seasonal crafts. And I do that often and enjoy it immensely. But sometimes I need a little break from that and I want to do something different. Right now, I'm totally into coloring. And so I have picked up markers and colored pencils and a few really popular TikTok coloring books. And I'm kind of into figuring that out. So if we look through my coloring book here, there are different versions of where I've been while coloring. So some of these are with just Crayola twistable crayons. Those are my favorite for travel. I've done a few pages with that. I'm now into alcohol markers, so I'm adding that into my pages. And the first couple ones I did, not so great, but this last one I did, I was actually super proud. Those are just something that I switched to kind of give my brain a break from thinking up of home decor crafts, and it allows me to do something fun that I enjoy. So is there something out there that you enjoy that you just haven't done lately because you want to create all these really awesome seasonal decor crafts? Maybe you need to take a break and do something different so that you can also have a little bit of creative brain break and get your juices flowing. Number 9 is something a little controversial and maybe not for everyone, but number 9 is don't share it with anyone. So we live in a world where we want to share everything with everyone, and to be honest, you don't have to do that. If you're being creative for you and you like what you've created, enjoy it. It doesn't have to be for everyone else. It doesn't have to go on social media. It doesn't have to be picture perfect for Instagram. It can just be for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun. And I challenge you, if you're someone who feels like you have to post everything or you want everyone to see what you're doing, I challenge you to do a project just for you. Keep it to yourself. Maybe you only share it with your immediate family, who you live with, whoever. Let me know if that is something that brings you a little bit more joy without the comments, without the people's judgment, or you feel is judgment, and how that helps you with your creativity. Number 10 is rest. And if you have been following me for a while on this channel, you know that I have multiple things that go on in my life besides being a YouTuber. I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, I was a coach for a while. I kind of stepped back from that this year, but I had a lot of responsibilities. And at one point I just decided it was too much. I needed to let some things go and I needed to focus on myself and my family. And once I did that, I'll admit it was a little bit lonely, but it was also so worth it. I had a lot of time to just kind of think about things that I wanted to do, kind of focus on myself and give myself time to rest and recover from all the times where my brain was on overload. So if you're somebody who's a multitasker, who has a lot of responsibilities, find some time to de-stress, relax, watch some TV, read a book, maybe journal, hang out in a room by yourself, but find some time to kind of give your brain a rest. I promise you, it's worth it. Here we are at the end of the video. If you got something out of this video, leave me a thumbs up and let me know that it was helpful. And if you have another way that gets your creativity juices flowing, leave that down in the comments. We would all love to know what it is, and maybe we want to try it out. I wanted to leave you guys with one quote about creativity that I loved while I was researching this video, and it said, "Creativity isn't about feeling inspired all the time. It's about being open to the process." So may you be open to the process as you go on about creating some amazing things in your life. And as always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.